Jax Jungle is absolutely broken right now. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I will show you exactly how to play Jax Jungle. Because there is a certain playstyle that you have to have with Jungle Jax, otherwise he's not gonna work. So, you may ask yourself, how the hell does Huiba make Jax work every single game? How does he do it? In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the secrets of Jax Jungle. Obviously, I'm not as good as Huiba, but I am really good on Jax, and I'm going to share with you everything that I know about this champion. So, in the beginning part of the video, I'm going to explain to you guys how to build Jax in the jungle. There's timestamps in the description to just skip to the gameplay immediately. Real quick, this update has been pretty good for me, as you can see. I have almost a 73% win rate in ranked games. And I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm even in the top 200s right now. Let's take a look. Oh, not anymore. I'm actually not anymore. I used to be. So let's take a look at Jax right now. So how do you build him? So there's like a few core items. So first of all, I personally always start with a Trinity Force. Personally. You can also start with the Blade of the Rune King. However, the thing is, with a Trinity Force, you're going to be tankier and just... it's a bit more reliable of an item. It also gives you 25% ability haste, which is really good on Jax because obviously 25 ability haste, cooldown reduction on all of your abilities, especially the third ability in the ultimate, really good. That is why I personally always go Trinity Force as my first item. But as I said, Blade of the Rune King deals more damage, but it lacks on tankiness and ability haste and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. So after Trinity Force, you want to get boots. Generally, Mercury threads, if you need it, but in a lot of games you're gonna need it. If you don't need the Mercury threads, just get the Glutinous Greaves, and oh baby guys, you're not gonna regret the Glutinous Greaves. Really, you are not. Let me tell you that right now, because the healing is just absolutely insane. So either Mercury threads or Glutinous Greaves. Of course, if the enemy is full attack damage, boom, you get the plated steel caps. Second item, very often you're going to be going for a Blade of the Rune King. Very often. I would say 85% of the games. However, if you are against an ability power jungler and another ability power champion in the enemy team, so if they have two ability power champions and one of them is their jungler, you always go for a withstand second item. For example, if the enemy has an Orianna mid lane and an Evelynn jungle, boom, withstand second item. Always. Trust me. You just have to do it, really. Even if they only have one ability power champion, if it's, for example, the Evelynn, and the Evelynn is getting super ahead in the game, it could still be a good idea to buy the withstand early on. However, it's a bit risky because they only have one magic damage champion. But if they have two or more, always withstand second item. If they don't, always Blade of the Rune King as your second item. It's really that easy. So get Blade of the Rune King as your second item. By the way, if you get withstand as your second item, make sure you get the Blade of the Rune King as your third item. This is a core item of Jax. He really needs it. So for your fourth and fifth item, completely situational. Death's Dance is always good, but I generally like to get Death's Dance as my last item. If they have a lot of burst, however, it can actually be better to get as your fourth item. And then Starrick's Cage is another item that I personally really like to go for. This one also contributes to the damage of your Trinity Force, because Trinity Force deals bonus physical damage equal to 200% of your base attack damage. And what does Starrick's Cage do? Plus 50% base attack damage. It increases your base attack damage. So, your Trinity Force is going to do more damage. Another item that is good on Jax is the Guardian Angel. Do you feel like you need the Guardian Angel? And do the enemies have a lot of assassins that can completely one-shot you? Boom, you slap the Guardian Angel at the end of the build and skip out on the Starrick's Cage or something like that. I don't really recommend you to skip out on the Death's Dance. It's just such a good item on Jax. So, if you want to skip out an item, skip out the Starrick's Cage. For the boots, I don't recommend the Stasis enchant because you already have your third ability and your ultimate to sustain. Protobelt is really nice if the enemy has a lot of dashes. For example, if you're against a Lucian or an Ezreal, Protobelt can allow you to catch up to them even if they dash away. It's a really good one on Jax. Quicksilver is really good, especially in the new patch, if you're against a Morgana or an Ashe or like a Mumu, something like that. Of course, to get out of their stun, right? It can immediately get you out of the crowd control. Don't go for Stoneplate, never. Shadows can be good, but I don't really recommend it, but they can be. Like if you want to catch out enemies, if you want to split push, stuff like that, they can be good. But then the best one, in my opinion, is the teleport. This one allows you to split push and immediately teleport to your teammates whenever you have to. I almost always go for teleport, or I go for Protobelt if I don't like to teleport. Okay, now about the runes. Conquer, of course. First rune is always going to be Conquer. Second rune, Brutal. In the jungle, you always go for Brutal, regardless of what champion you're playing. Third rune, Hunter Titan. You don't want to be chain CC to the ground, so you pretty much always go Hunter Titan, especially because there's so many CC heavy champions. Like, it's insane. So let's go for the Hunter Titan. Fourth rune, Mastermind. You know, the 10% bonus damage is going to make you take turrets even faster. Going to make you take dragons and barons and stuff like that even faster. About the spells, Flash and Smite. So enough about the build, let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. As you can see, you know, in the new update, people still have to catch up to their rank, but let me promise you that this is a high elo game. Everyone basically lost their ranks, and I was like Diamond 3 right here, which was like top 0.05% of the server. So, you know, don't mind the low ranks, because the server just got reset. So yes, how do you play Jungle Jax? That's the real question right here, right? Like, how the hell do you play Jungle Jax? Do you just play him like any other jungler? No, he has a very unique playstyle, and the playstyle is you farm. You farm. Simply said, it's your farm. But of course, it's not as simple as that. And I'm not gonna leave you with only that. I'm exactly gonna explain to you guys how to maximize your chance to hard carry this in the late game. So your goal as a Jax, regardless of your team winning or losing, is to basically be like thousands of gold ahead of anyone. And you could say, of course, that's your goal. That's your goal with anyone. But let me tell you right now, Jax can make it happen pretty easily. Pretty easily. Like, way easier than any other champion. So how do you do it? Jax clears jungle very fast. That's the first thing. Not right now. Like, in the very early game, he doesn't really clear it very fast. But once you catch up on your levels, when you reach level 5, that's when you're going to be dealing magic damage every third attack. That's where you're going to start to clear jungle camps really, really fast. Like, really fast. So from then on, you want to continuously farm and farm and farm. Now, how is Jax with ganking? That's the real question, right? Like, is Jax a good ganker? Can he gank? Yes, he can gank. He's not the most amazing ganker, and I actually only really recommend you to gank with Jax if the enemy already used his flash. So if the enemy already uses his flash, like if, for example, if I already know that the Yasuo has used his flash, that's when I want to gank him. Because ganking an enemy who still has a flash with a Jax is incredibly hard to pull off, because, you know, you jump on that enemy and then they just flash away and they can survive. So, you know, keep that in mind. Like, you're actually going to see how this is going to work. Like, I'm going to leave this Scuttle Crab and I'm going to try to go for the kill, as you can see. So, third ability, boom, boom, he actually flashes out immediately. If he didn't flash out, I might have been able to kill him. But keep in mind that ganking with Jax, not the easiest thing to do. You know, he's good at it, but not the very best. So, you know, I was like, whatever, fine, he uses his flash. I'm gonna take the Scuttle Crab. You know, farm is king. And here, yet again, you know, you have to constantly look around you. Can you get a kill? Of course you go for it. Like right here, look, the Yasuo is completely overextending. Unfortunately, I used it a little too early, but it's okay. You know, you shouldn't get too upset if you don't get kills in the early game as a Jax. You know, if you make a mistake like that, it's fine. All you have to do is continue farming. Find yourself as much farm as you can and just keep farming. Like, keep farming. It's really that simple. Keep farming and boom, boom, boom. Keep getting jungles. So if there is no jungle like this, as you can see, I am constantly looking around. Like, I'm looking at the mid lane, looking at bot lane, looking at top lane. I'm just looking to see where I can go, where I can potentially get a kill. I didn't see any potential, so what do? I go back to farming. It's basically the same as playing kill jungle, right? Like, you can actually play kill in the jungle. That's how broken she is. You know what? If this video reaches 1,000 likes as well, am I gonna do it? I'll make a jungle kill video as well and show you guys that it actually works. So if you guys want to see jungle kill, 1,000 likes and I'll make it happen. Right here, I was a bit too late to the party. See, the thing with the enemy is they have a Lee Sin, and playing against the Lee Sin, you basically have to have the mental of, I am gonna lose the early game. You are, like, if you're against a good Lee Sin, you are just gonna lose the early game. There is really not much that you can do against the Lee Sin. It's just such a broken early game champion, and Jax is such a broken late game champion that you have to go for the late game. As you can see, I'm even taking these little stones right here, which I normally never take as a jungler. But as a Jax, every single farm is valuable. Another thing is, when dragon spawns and you're playing Jax, you don't necessarily have to go for the dragon, guys. Especially if you're behind in a game. It can actually be a better idea to just give the dragon away for free to the enemy and rush the Rift Herald yourself. The first reason is because you don't want to take a risk, because you're likely going to lose the fight, right? Especially in this game, actually, we have a kill. So, okay. I'm rushing the dragon here. Why am I rushing the dragon here? I basically know that the enemy is on the Rift Herald. Now, how? I don't really know how to tell you. It's basically my instinct. Like, if you play many games, also, if they're not on the Rift Herald, I can just abandon the dragon, right? But I just know they are. I just know they are. So here I'm just going for the dragon. I see the Morgana, but not their jungler. I use my third ability to avoid damage, and I secure the dragon. There it is. So, let's say my instinct was wrong here, and the enemy was coming. What would I do then? I would literally just abandon the dragon and try to go for the Rift Herald. That's literally what I would do. But I went for the play, I went for the dragon, because just I really believed and thought that they were gonna rush the Rift Herald. Because I saw the Lee Sin backboard, and I was like, okay, you know what, he can very easily go for the Rift Herald now, so I'm just gonna go for the dragon real quick. If he comes here, he comes here. If he doesn't, I'm gonna kill him. I dive him here because Nami actually ulted him, so yeah, he got slowed. Now I'm just diving their backline, as you can see, doing a lot of damage. Look at this, boom, boom. Third ability. Oh, it's close. By the way, when you use your third ability, all damage that you take is reduced by 25%, if you didn't know already. This is obviously absolutely huge. So, you know, you can also use the third ability to just reduce damage. Like, if there is a big damaging ability incoming, use your third ability and you're gonna reduce the damage. You know, it doesn't have to be attack damage. Keep in mind, however, it doesn't work against true damage. So for your smartasses out there, no, you're not gonna block any damage from Garen's ultimate. And no, you're not gonna block any damage from Darius' ultimate. Another thing, I'm doing a 15 skin giveaway. If you wanna enter, you know, put down a comment under this video or any other video in December. I'm gonna pick 15 random winners from any comments under any video in December only. So if you wanna enter, put down a comment. I'm here, you know, every single jungle. I shouldn't explain it again, but I am. Because this is really the main importance of Jax. Another thing to know is when you come across a wave and none of your teammates is around it, sneak the wave, just take the wave. You know, you want to be like, yeah guys, no one was near this wave, I had to take it, I did it for the team. But basically you didn't do it for the team, you only did it for yourself, to get yourself hyper fed. Let's take a look at this. I abandoned my red buff to help my team right here, which was obviously absolutely amazing. Look at this, boom, boom, just on their backline right here. The thing about Jax is, let me tell you the thing about Jax. If he can go on a rampage without getting CC'd, he's gonna be insane. Like, he's gonna destroy the enemy because you have so much sustain, all the healing, everything like that. It's just amazing, and it gets stronger and stronger. So diving the enemy backline as a Jax, if you're able to get your stun down and if you're able to just continuously stick on that enemy, that's where the real power of Jax come from. So I see a lot of people when they play Jax, they kind of play him like a frontline. And although he can frontline when you ult, of course he can, it's not quite the playstyle that you want. The playstyle that you really want is to dive the enemy, and especially if your team stuns, roots the enemy, that's when you want to come out of the bush as a Jax. So when my Nami uses her ultimate, I become infinitely more powerful, because I don't have to use any stuns or dashes or anything like that to stick to the enemy, because they're already slowed by the Nami ultimate. So for example, if your team throws some massive CC ability on the enemy, like Malphite ult, Yasuo ult, Ashe ult, whatever, you name it, any big CC ability, that's when you dive in and stun them even longer with your third ability as a chain CC. So you don't really want to use the third ability as the only stun on the enemy, because it's not quite enough. It's not a long stun. But if you add that stun to another stun of one of your teammates, you know, like if your Lux hits the enemy with her root and then you stun that enemy as well, now that's where the damage comes from, Jax, guys. That's where the power comes from. As you can see right here, I'm gonna rush the dragon here. Why? Okay, so I had another reason here. Why was I rushing the dragon? Lee Sin in top lane. Look. So let me tell you the thought process right here. Like this is quite advanced, but I'm gonna try to make it easy to understand. So this is basically brain games. So if we scroll back, I'm just gonna scroll back and try to explain to you guys exactly what I was thinking here. So we see Lee Sin in the top lane. I already ping that I'm going to the dragon. Right here, right now, when I see the Lee Sin in the top lane, I already pinged, guys, I'm going to the dragon. Let me tell you why. There are two things that can happen, two scenarios. First scenario, the Lee Sin comes to the dragon. This scenario is unlikely. I'll tell you later why. The second scenario is he stays in the lane, pushes a turret, or he goes back. Let me tell you why it's unlikely. It's unlikely that he immediately goes to the dragon because he doesn't expect me to rush the dragon in 10 seconds. He doesn't expect me as a Jax Jungle to just rush the dragon. As you can see, the enemies are like, hey, wait a minute. Morgana is like, hey, wait a minute. He's taking the dragon. Oh, he's already taken the dragon. You see? Sneaking dragons like that is an absolutely disgusting move that you can do as a jungler, but obviously very powerful. But do I care about the Rift Herald? No. Look at what I'm doing. I'm invading his jungle and taking it all. It literally took me like 12 seconds to clear out his blue buff and his big brown fat guy. And right now I have 1800 gold in my pocket. Are you guys like, I hope you guys start to get this little click in your head of, hey, wait a minute. Like, I'm not even rotating to my team. I'm not even rotating to my team. I'm actually getting Nasus vibes from Jax, to be honest. But Jax is even stronger than Nasus. That's the beauty of this champion. So, as you can see, Rift Herald gets placed in the mid lane. My team is dying. I am farming. Because I know that I'm gonna carry the game if I continuously farm. Look at this. Like, literally half of the video is just me taking the jungle. Literally half. And I've taken so many jungle caps. Like, look at this. I'm not even... Yeah, here I am actually gonna go because they're low. Look at this. They're all low. I actually failed really hard. Oh my god, I failed so hard. I got saved. I failed absolutely, like... That fail was so sad, to be honest. Oh, that was good though. I stunned him with my third ability and a flash. But there, to be honest, I just failed. I failed my stun and everything was a fail. So, let's not talk too much about that. You guys remember how a minute ago I told you guys I had 1800 gold? Look at the gold right now. 3800 gold. Look at this. Just look at this. Look. Look at how fast I am getting fat. What am I checking right here? There is a single thing that I was checking right there. Let me tell you guys again exactly what I was checking. Because you guys have to understand what I was checking at that point. So I went back, I bought a Blade Rune King, and then, okay, what item do I get? First of all, let's buy a Protobelt, and then let's check this. Do they have ability power? That's the first question you ask yourself. No. Yes, but it's the support. Nah, I don't care about the support. Withstand? No, I'm not gonna go for a Withstand. Do I need a Guardian Angel? Maybe. Now, I don't remember exactly what I was thinking throughout that game, but I was like, maybe. But probably not, because I'm already super ahead and very tanky with my ultimate. Could I use a Death Stance? Yes, definitely. You know, Yasuo, Jace have burst damage. Could I use a Starrock's Cage? Yes, as well. So let's see what I decided in the game. So that's, you see that quick little half a second that I looked on who we were against and stuff like that. Oh, I did decide to go for the Guardian Angel. Yeah. So the reason that I went for a Guardian Angel is because they have these insane all-ins, like the Lee Sin ultimate, what is that other champion? Yasuo with his ultimate. These things can still kill me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a Guardian Angel. So in the case that they do get the perfect ability on me, I still survive because I have a Guardian Angel. So that's the thought process that you need to have. And here, you know, I'm just going on this guy. Look at this. I can't reach him. He's over there. I see my graves, so we're just gonna, you know, gonna sandwich him, as you can see. Look at this. Boom, and boom. Another kill. My team is dying for some reason. I have no idea what they're doing. My team is actually really bad, to be honest, in this game. We're not even ahead. Look at this. Look at this. We have 10 kills and 11 deaths. What the hell? I just realized that, by the way. What? How are we so, like, not ahead? Here you can again see, you know, taking jungle while I'm on the move, pushing out the minions, pushing out the turret, getting myself ahead again. I even smited the minion. The reason that I smited the minion is because I want to take this turret fast. As you can see, if I actually didn't smite the minion, I would have died. Here I tried to survive with my ultimate, third ability and everything, and my kill comes to the rescue with that beautiful ultimate saving my ass. Amazing kill ultimate. I got the turret, and I got all the minions and I survived. Ooh, I wanted to re-engage here. We actually got a kill. I was actually still able to get a kill right there. You can clearly see how strong Jax is, that even with such a low amount of HP, I can still re-engage like that. Amazing, this champion. Ooh, but we're screwing up here, you can see. We're actually screwing up. Dragon is up. Yet again. Enemy Lee Sin is dead, guys. Look, the Lee Sin is dead. What can we do? We can rush the dragon. I'm telling my team, go to the dragon. I'm telling them right now. I even sell my stuff to buy teleport boots, as you can see. Because I want to rush the dragon. Look at this. Come on, go, go. Why is my team not going? I want to take this dragon. The thing is about dragons, let me tell you the thing about dragons. Come on, what are they doing? Get the dragon. So, dragons are not everything in the game. Of course, dragons give you big buffs. But honestly, the bigger reason for me that I'm taking the dragon, and it may sound stupid or funny, is the morale of the team. See, when you're playing solo queue, dragons don't just have a value in game, they also have a value in your mind and in your teammates' mind. So it's basically like, you know, when your teammates look at the scoreboard and they see, oh man, the enemy has 3 dragons, what are we gonna do? They have so many buffs, it's gonna be so hard to win. Or I literally just flashed for the scuttle crab. Can you believe that? But yeah, or they're like, hey, we have 3 dragons. We have Infernal Dragon, Mountain, Ocean. Come on, this is gonna be so easy. It's a morale boost. So it's not only a boost in game, it's also a morale boost. So here I was basically asserting my dominance in the jungle by securing all 3 dragons incredibly early on in the game. I secured all 3 of them with ease, and I'm basically showing the enemy team like, you're dealing with a powerhouse jungler right here, right? Like, you know, these are also the things. Also, it's basically the same as sometimes I tell you guys, if you're dominating your lane, try to help your team, right? Because you don't want to kill the same guy over and over again, because you're not going to get big bounties anymore and you need to help your team. But then there is another point to it, which is if you kill the same guy over and over again, he's gonna get incredibly tilted, and he's gonna bring his team down with it. He might say, oh, I have a stupid dog jungler, he's never rotating, but enemy jungler is just always here. Why do I have the bad junglers? Blah, 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 blah. I'm going AFK, selling all my items. You know, those are also legitimate strategies. And I've seriously won games because I've ganked the same guy like 5 times in a row. You know, they start insulting me in the all chat, be like, you're so trash, all you know is how to just gank me, blah, blah, blah. That gets them tilted, and if they're tilted, the rest of the team is also going to get tilted. So it's also these mind games that you have to do. So just take a look at this. Like, look at how ahead I am. And the funny thing is, I'm still farming. I'm still pushing out waves. Right now, what I'm doing is with the Baron minions, I'm just pushing on my own. Jax doesn't need friends. Jax is strong enough on his own. The enemy team is actually engaging on my team. For some reason, my team decides to fight without me. I don't even care. I'm just gonna push a turret. Like, this turret is gonna die in like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Literally 3 seconds. As you can see, I don't overextend. I back off. If there is jungle, I take the jungle. There is jungle, so I take the jungle. This is literally Jax 101. This is how you play Jax. There is a minion wave, I take the minion wave. I can buy another item and I'm gonna have 4 items at 15 minutes into the game. Imagine, just imagine how insane that is. I don't know what my team is doing again. Why is a kill tanking like that? I don't understand. Oh my god, the damage though. I'm not flashing on him. Yeah, it's a good stun though. Use my ultimate. Oh my god, what? What is that damage? The late game Jax is just unbeatable, really. It's like S. Did I put him on S plus tier? I think I put him in S tier. But like S plus tier if you know how to play him. It's insane. I have won so many games on Jax. He's already insane in the Baron lane, but in my opinion he's even stronger in the jungle. Just his potential to get to the late game so easily, like just by farming the jungle so easily, it's insane, it's so stupid. I told him I have teleport for dragon, for the elder dragon. We killed all of the enemies actually, but unfortunately we can't finish. We don't quite have enough people to finish. Yeah, we don't. Oh, perhaps I could have finished. If I had teleported to the Ashe immediately, might have been able to finish actually, now that I'm looking back at it. Wait, I could have definitely finished the game actually, because I'm Jax. Could have just used my ultimate and third ability. Only Lee Sin could have kicked me away, but I'm pretty sure I could have finished. What I'm doing here is I'm waiting in the bush for the Yasuo to step up. If he steps up, I get a kill. Here I'm pushing, and again, I have a teleport, so in case my team needs me, I will use the teleport to help them. Here I'm pushing, if no one backs off, I'm just gonna finish the game, literally. So what I'm doing here is, okay, I see the Yasuo, I take the red buff, and I'm constantly looking at what's happening. So here I go to help my team. I see that the Elder is very low, so I try to rush it. Boom, 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 boom. Take a look at this. I failed to smite against the Lee Sin. It's really hard to smite against the Lee Sin, guys. A lesson that you need to take here is be careful against junglers that are really good at smiting, like a Lee Sin or a Nunu or an Evelynn. They can actually outsmite you. Now the enemies have the Elder Mountain Dragon, which is actually really bad for us. It's not necessarily a good dragon, it's just bad because they have the true damage now. So yeah, I'm just quickly rushing the Baron. We really have to finish the game now. Like, we need to finish the game fast, because we actually might lose. Because they will outscale us now, 100%, because they have an Elder Dragon. So what is the situation here? They got an Elder Dragon, but it's not going to be as strong, because I got 3 dragons for my team, right? Like, I got 3 dragons, so it's only going to deal 45 true damage. The shielding is not going to be that much. So what do we need to do? Apply as much pressure as we can on 3 lanes with the Baron minions and finish the game. They shouldn't be able to deal with 3 Baron lanes. So look at this, look at that root, by the way. Just making sure these minions stay buffed, and I'm just gonna finish the game. Like, I'm gonna use my ultimate and finish their Nexus. You've pushed the Nexus incredibly fast. Look at this. GG. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I satisfied you guys. Well, I know I said this was a good video. I hope I satisfied you guys with the Jax video that I promised yesterday. So yeah, let's take a look at how much damage I did, how much I tanked. So yeah, I said it. If this video reaches 1,000 likes, I'll make a kill video as well. So give me a sec. Actually, my Ashe actually did a lot of damage. Damn, that's impressive. I got the MVP, however, but I didn't actually think my Ashe did that much damage. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.